Playing against elite players or watching professional players and seeing how they defend so perfectly brings up one single question for me. What do they do other than what normal players do in their defense to be able to concede less goals? Well, today we are revealing you 3 expert mechanics that you can use in your defense to become a wall and concede less goals like them. Especially the last tip is really mind-blowing and you won't believe that it works. Without further ado, let's roll. Baiting a challenge is a really effective concept in the defensive part of the game. Let me explain how it works. You make sure you show your opponent a defensive move. You need to force him believe that you're committing towards a side defensively and make him think that passing or moving towards the other option makes much more sense. However, this is where the fun begins. After initiating the first defensive move, you quickly switch over to your other player and cover the other chance that the opponent has. Mind tricks all the way. For this concept to work, you need 2 things. First, you need to analyze the opponent's chances, picturize it in your mind, and make a move towards one of them. In the second part, you need to know which player to switch to, and you need to do it fast. That is why practicing the right stick switching could be really helpful. Here is how I execute it. As the opponent is receiving the ball on the side, I know that he has 2 opportunities. Either he controls the ball or passes it towards his teammate. Knowing that, I want to make him believe that I will put pressure on his dribbler by rushing at him. In the meanwhile, I use the second man pressure to keep the other defender where I actually want him. So as I approach him, I feel like I'm in a good distance to switch to my other player because the dribbler touches the ball for the first time and should have already made his decision while observing my defender's run. He doesn't pay attention to my fast switch and passes the ball exactly where I want. This is how I bait my opponents with my fake challenge. This method becomes too powerful if you can get used to it, and we actually made an in-depth lesson about it weeks ago on the Guide Plus. That is why you should consider taking a look at our Team of the Season meta course, which contains powerful elements of FIFA 23 that will get your gameplay to another level at the later stages of the game. If you're interested, make sure to check the links in the description and see what the next level learning experience offers by yourself. We all know how satisfying it is to get a successful standing tackle in while defending. But sometimes, if we can't time it well, or if we are too far away from the attacker, it won't be enough and we can get penalized for that. What if I told you that there is an overpowered tackling mechanic which could be more effective in certain situations? We call them the instant hard tackles. The main difference to the normal standing tackle is that your player stretches his body to be able to get himself to the ball. It might require a bit more commitment, but trust me, therefore it is very rewarding. To be able to perform an instant hard tackle, you need to hold on to the R1, RB button while tackling. Of course, you need to point out the direction with your left analog stick before executing this tackle. I mostly use these tackles whenever I need to tackle a bit further than the normal range of the standing tackle, when my opponent has the advantage in terms of distance. Let's see an example. My opponent receives the ball in the wing and he's about to play the ball forward either with a pass or dribbling. I am not close to get a normal standing tackle, and if I slide in, I might end up losing the control and he can get past me easily. So I decide that I will go for an instant hard tackle. As you can see, De Bruyne stretches his body in front of his opponent, gets his left foot to the ball, and with the power this tackle provides, he retrieves the ball without losing his balance. That way I can catch the opponent off guard and score an easy counter goal. Last but not least, we are coming to a very interesting technique that you have probably never realized. It is known that we can move the keeper by pressing down the right stick and giving it a direction. Most of the good players are going to watch your keeper movement in obvious situations and wait for you to move the keeper towards one side of the goal. If the attacker remains patient, this usually ends up with him scoring. However, there's a really interesting trend among the pro players that creates a confusion on the attacker. Moving the keeper not towards the side, not out of the goal, but back towards the goal line. Why? Once your opponent gets himself in behind the defensive line and gets a 1 versus 1 with the keeper, he will want to finish off the attack, and that's why he observes your keeper's movement. If you bring out the keeper, he could chip the ball, or if you push the keeper towards either one of the sides, he will shoot it towards the other one. However, if you push your keeper back towards the goal line while covering both sides, he might get surprised, confused, and even give up on that shot. Believe me, this 100% toys with your opponent's mind. Here is one example from the latest E-Champions League finals. Jesus loses the ball around his own box, and these kind of mistakes could be game-changing, especially in a tournament like this. R9 gets the ball just in front of the box and has a clear chance to score. If the keeper stays like this or comes out, this will give the opponent the upper hand. However, he pulls the goalkeeper back towards the line and Van der Sar saves it magically. These 3 tips might be a bit more advanced than the tips we have provided so far, but they are going to bring your defense to another level. Let me know if they work out for you in the comment section below. If you are more interested in tips like these, make sure to watch our latest video where we give you 3 quick attacking tips that will improve your attack instantly, which also appears on your screen right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next one, take care and peace.